Back at it again, and let me tell y'all something. I'm going to ruffle some feathers today. Yep. I am going to ruffle some feathers today, and there's going to be somebody that's going to cry. Oh, that's the R word. Oh, that's racist. There's going to be somebody that's going to cry that, and it ain't. Not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's more caring than anything else, because the truth is the truth. The truth don't care about your feelings. The truth don't care about whether you're a man or a woman. The truth don't care whether you're black or you're white. The truth is the truth. And we're about to speak a little bit of truth today. It needs to be said. It needs to be said. If you got a problem with it, comment below. We can talk about it. All right? Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
Call Black Lives Matter terrorists for asking for them to be free to step out the door without undue process of being murdered in the streets. And so as someone who sits on this panel freely and with consent representing the black populace as a black person, I find it really hard to have conversations and see these opinions from people.
You don't represent the black populace. I'm sorry, lady. You don't. And if this is what we count as representation for us black folks, we in trouble. And you're going to understand what I mean by that here in a second when you listen to what she has to say. The rest of what she has to say.
Black populace as a black person, I find it really hard to have conversations and see these opinions from people who do not look like me and don't share that lens and that reality of that fear walking out the house.
I may not look like you, Taisha.
Hold on. Hey, I'm sure y'all can guess where this one's about to go. I paused it just a touch too late. I ain't want y'all to see that part yet. I ain't gonna cut it out though. I'm gonna leave it in. Forget it. Yeah, I hate when people use the you don't have the same skin color as me, so you don't have any idea. You can't comment on this. Or you're not the same whatever as me, so you can't talk about this. It's like, do you live on Mars or something? Like, do we live on two different planets? Like, I'm confused. I can't comment simply because my skin complexion happens to be a little bit different from yours. Yeah, that one makes a whole lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. So, yeah. I think whenever you bring something up like that, you automatically lose the debate. In my humble opinion, you automatically lose. You know, that's not a great basis to start an argument from. You know, that's not a great foundation. Oh, well, because we're not the same skin color, you can't debate with me. What? Huh? Okay. All right, but let's check out this takedown because it is magnificent. Check it out.
And that reality of that fear walking out the house.
I may not look like you, Taisha, but I'm just going to give you some numbers, and numbers have no color. They don't lie. There are 328 million people in America. There are 41.4 million black people in America, which is 12.6% of the population. Yet 12.6% of the population is committing more than 50% of violent crime in this country. 9 unarmed black men were killed by police in 2019. 9 unarmed. Now, unarmed doesn't mean innocent. Unarmed doesn't mean not a threat. So last year, 0.00022% of the black population was an unarmed black person killed by the police. That is why we are burning America to the ground. That is why we are creating this false narrative of black people being attacked by police based off of 0.00022% of the black population.
Hold on, let me see that number again, brother. Let me see that. 0.00022, less than half of 1%, not even a quarter of 1% of the black population and people cry about, oh, cops bad, cops hunting black people. Are there terrible cops out there? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. There are some terrible cops out there. Is that the majority? No. Not even close. If I had to guess, not even close. There are some fantastic officers out there that want to do their job to the best of their abilities, and they do that every single day. They ain't out here to harass or bother anybody. They out here to do their job, collect their check, and take care of their families. They want to make it home just like the rest of us. So if you out here, yip yapping and jaw jacking, raising the temperature of the situation, and you go to reaching, 2 + 2 = 4, don't it? Like, that's one thing that I've never understood. I just don't get it when people continually fight with these cops, and then they want to whine and cry and complain when the cop does something about it. They're humans just like us. What are they like? Are they robots? They got families just like everybody else. They got brothers, they got sisters, they got mothers, grandpas, uncles, aunts, cousins, little kids that they want to make it back home to. What you think? They supposed to wait for you. They're supposed to wait for you to make sure that what you're doing isn't going to hurt them. By then, it's too late. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the videos of an officer getting, around, put in his skull or something crazy. I've watched a lot of police videos. I used to want to be a cop myself at one point in time and realized that ain't the occupation for me. No, sir. No, sir. Because my will to make it home is going to be a lot stronger. Yeah, nah. And that's cool. Right? That's cool. But what I also am saying is it's not wrong for them to react to you reaching. And then people want to march in the streets. Oh, the cop did such a bad thing. Well, why didn't old boy just give up and do what the cop was telling them to do? Instead of fighting, swinging, reaching, doing all this extra stuff, well, maybe he'd still be here to tell the story. Larry Elder said it best. He said, even if you feel the cop is wrong, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, even if you feel they're wrong, do what they say and you'll deal with it later. The objective should always be to make it back home in the same way that you left it. And fighting with a cop is not conducive to that outcome. We've watched that movie 1,001 times. You know what I'm saying? It's like the, how does it go? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Right? First time you see a cop do that, okay, whatever. Maybe I can still get away with fighting the cop. The second time you see it in the cop, pine box somebody, okay. If you still want to keep reliving this movie, well then, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's crazy, man. It's honestly, and I'm not advocating for cops to be pine boxing folks, but I'm like, what do you expect them to do? Just wait until you put them in a pine box? Now the cop is stupid. Oh, why didn't the cop do this? Why didn't the cop do that? Because the cop waited. Cop sat back. They ain't want to do nothing. Because of public perception, and the public was going to go after him. Now they family got to put him in the dirt 6 feet under. The kids never get to see him. Wife or husband never gets to see him. Grandpa never gets to see him. Grandma, moms, right? Like, stuff is common sense to me. Stop fighting with cops. Do what they tell you to do, even if they're wrong. Deal with it later after the fact. Most cops have body cams now anyway. Just saying. Am I wrong, y'all? Maybe I'm tweaking. Y'all let me know in the comment section, please. Let me know.
By police based off of 0.000022% of the black population. This represents 0.1% of all black homicides in the entire year of 2019. A police officer is 18.5 times more likely to be killed by a black man than a black man is to be killed by a police officer. The number of unarmed black Americans killed by police is down 23% since 2015 when Barack Obama was the president. And 93% of black homicides are committed by other black Americans. So if you truly care about black lives, I suggest you get to Chicago, because every weekend dozens of black people are being killed by other black people. The Black Lives Matter movement is the greatest lie ever told, ever believed, and we are burning our country down for no reason whatsoever.
He said it perfectly there. I get so sick and tired of these so-called black leaders who want to cry and complain whenever, a cop does something. But they ain't crying and complaining in Chicago every weekend when we watch black people die every day. I actually follow a Instagram account that posts, some of the unfortunate homicides in Chicago that happened. The last time I saw a white person, I don't even think a white person has popped up on that page. Every single day, it's another black team. We're all these so-called black leaders. We're all these people that supposedly care about black people so much. We're all these Democrats that care so much about people of color. Where are they? Where are they? Whenever there's another, how can I say this? How can I keep this in a PG way? Whenever there's a tragedy, with the pew pew, and a number of people are pine boxed, Democrats, we gotta take away the weapons of war. We gotta take away to keep these people safe. To keep these people safe. Where are they at in Chicago? What are you at? When the last time you seen Elizabeth Warren, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Joe Biden, all of these, almost cursed, all of these folks, when's the last time you saw them in Chicago to make sure that these black people stop killing other black people? When's the last time? I'll wait. I'll tell you the answer. I think my watch is broken. No, it's not. About never. Never. That's when you last saw them in Chicago. Never. It's a goddamn shame, man. It's a shame. It's disgusting. And it has to be called out. I'm sick of it. These people, you cops killing you black people. Where are you at in Chicago? Baltimore? Memphis? Where you at? Where you at? Y'all let me know what you thought about this in the comment section. Peace and love. I'm out.